Hello and welcome to this video. Today I am starting a new tag. This tag is called the Plant Plans 2020. I think it's really great to have ambitions and goals and dreams to strive towards in a year. And I think it's a great idea as a plant community here on YouTube that we think about the things that we want to do this year. So I've come up with a few questions which I'm going to answer today, and then I'm going to tag a few people at the end of the video, and then they're going to go and answer the questions as well. And so on and so on. Enough dilly-dallying, let's get straight into it. The first question is a bit of a reflective one, actually. What is one of your successes from 2019? Now, I've tried many things over the last year and I've had some great experiences, but the thing that I'm probably most proud of is my classroom avocado tree, which actually I'll just go and get really quick. There we go. Now, I've spoken a little bit here about what I do. So I am a teacher. I'm a primary school teacher. Last year, I taught a grade 4 class. And in my classroom, we raised this avocado tree. One day at lunch, I just had an avocado with my lunch and I took the seed out. And then as a class, we looked at how we were going to plant it. We were able to write procedural texts about it. And then we watched it grow. And it was a great little ongoing science project in the classroom. And through this experience, I suppose that my students cottoned onto the idea that I really like avocado things. And so they got me a few avocado themed gifts for Christmas, which was really lovely. But this has been a lovely addition to my classroom. I'm not returning to the same school next year, so I'm going to leave this one at home, which is a lovely little tree to have. I'm currently keeping it indoors, and we'll start a new one with my new class this year. I'm very excited about it. Question number 2 is, what would you like to learn in 2020? Now, I know that knowledge is power, and the more knowledge that I have as a gardener, the better equipped I'm going to be to look after my plants. So in 2019, I learned a lot about root rot, especially in my avocado. I learned about what it is, how I identify symptoms, and how I can treat and manage it. In 2020, this year, I would really love to learn more about identifying and managing plant problems. For example, one of the things that I've started noticing this summer is that some of my plants, not just my avocado trees, but including my avocado trees, have got yellowing leaves with veins going through them. Now, I've been doing a little bit of reading and I have got some ideas of what this is, but I'm looking forward to learning how to manage that and improve that. Question number 3 is, what is something you're excited about in 2020? Now, this is not super avocado related, but I have been growing a dwarf nectarine for the last 3 summers, and it's finally bearing fruit. It's got 7 beautiful nectarines, which are almost ready to pick, so I'm very excited to be picking those in the next few weeks and enjoying them. Longer term though, I am planning a few experiments this year, which I'm very excited to share with you, and I'm not going to give you any more information about those just now. You'll have to wait and see. What is something you're worried about in 2020? We're in the middle of summer here in Australia. I'm actually filming this at 7:30 in the morning, where it's already almost 30 degrees Celsius. It's going to be 42 degrees today, which I'm a little bit worried about. But the heat generally is something which I am concerned about. As the climate continues to warm due to climate change, summers are going to keep getting warmer and drier. I haven't lost too many plants this year, but they are really struggling with the heat. And so that's something that I'm worried about. Something that I'm going to need to manage is how I manage the temperature, manage the heat, keep my plants healthy when it's so hot, using water efficient ways. That's something which I'm concerned about at the moment. Yeah. What is a plant you'd love to get in 2020? I've been wanting an apricot tree for quite a while, so I'd love to overwinter get a bare-rooted apricot tree to put in a container and keep, just as I've been doing my dwarf nectarine. But one of the plants that's been very near the top of my plant wish list for a very long time is a Wallamai pine. Now, I'd love to get a Wallamai pine. The Wallamai pine has a fascinating story. It was thought to be extinct for many, many years until reasonably recently, where it was found again. And since people have been cultivating it, and I'd love to get my hands on one and grow one myself. But we'll see how we go. That might happen this year, it might happen later on. I don't actually know if I can get the seeds or I just have to buy the plant. What is something you must do in 2020? I need to organise my garden. As a renter, almost all of my garden is in containers. The only part that's not is this strip of vegetable patch behind me, and they're all annuals anyway. And especially as I get more plants, especially I've got 50 potential avocado trees growing at the moment, I'm going to need to organise them so that it's not just clustered everywhere. At the moment, I've got some weeds which are a little bit out of control that I've just been a little bit lazy in managing, and so I just need to get a little bit organised with how I organise my garden and manage everything. So that's something I'll be doing over this year. And finally, what is something your subscribers can look forward to in 2020? I've got a few collaborations lined up this year, some on my channel, some on others' channels, which I am very excited about, and I hope you are too. I think you'll really enjoy them. You can also expect to keep seeing learning videos as I learn more about keeping plants. I'd love to share that information with you in the way that I already have been, and I like to keep doing that going forward, using animation, using drawing, all these kinds of things. And of course, you can expect our regular avocado videos. Now, as the first person to do this tag, I'm going to tag a few people, so get ready. I am tagging to do the Plant Plans 2020 tag Pam from Pam's Pretty Plants, as well as Pam from Pammy's Planty Things, Becca from Becca De La Plants, Nicole from My Clean Leaves, Nicki from Pots, Plants and Whatnot, Brad from What the Flock Farm, and Julie from Julie Nicole. Enjoy, guys. I look forward to seeing your videos. And that's all for today. In the comments below, I'd love to hear what you're excited for in 2020, be it plant related or otherwise. Please subscribe to Scott Grows an Avocado Tree if you haven't done so already. I am also on Instagram under the same name, so go and check me out there if you'd like more avocado content. Thanks very much for watching, and I will see you next time.
Scott grows an avocado tree. Scott grows an avocado tree. Scott grows an avocado tree. Scott grows an avocado tree.